I know it's prepping first, isn't it? So I can...
Yeah, you crack on with that, and she'll be that prepped.
No.
It's one thing, you'll not struggle getting a kill, will you?
No.
Heated rollers.
Difference. These lambs are a wealth of miners for you to be. The backhand heated roll. The roller lentil width offset with a quirky backhanded method of dressing out.
You don't have to put loads on, Jen.
Oh, okay.
Into a glamorous, edgy look that is perfect for west or easting. With their comb pressed firmly on the scalp, separate the back.
Why I find it so hard to drink water. You?
Oh, I love water now. And every time I go into a salon, I say, "Do you want a cup of tea?" I'm like, "Just have some water, please." So I have a cup of tea. I want something sweet with it, like a biscuit. I'm so much weight. I've got to lose them.
It goes on so fast. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
As soon as you get a bit content and you start
exactly.
eating.
That's exactly what it is.
It is.
Horse diet's the best diet in the world. Not that I want to go to that again.
No, I know, but I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, the apprenticeship department to kick off the lighting. I've tweeted those videos, but saying that, I suppose they could set up an automatic retweet, do they? I
don't know.
They're on the ball with that.
Have they put something already?
Everything I tweet, they've liked it immediately, so either somebody sat literally on it, or it could be automatic. But then they don't know what they're retweeting.
No, maybe it is. I can't do that actually.
Yeah. Because if they follow me, I tweet stuff about all other colleges as well, so that'd be automated. They'd be retweeting everything.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, they must
So
do that.
whoever's doing it.
Someone's like, Lana's very good.
Is she?
Yeah, very good.
It doesn't switch off, does it, straight away either? It like slows down.
It does, yeah.
From the front, sick heated rollers set into a glamorous, edgy look that is perfect for west or easting. With their comb pressed firmly on the scalp, separate the back from the front from going across the top of the head from ear to ear.
Right, what was I doing there? Sorry.
So you're separating the high back from the front.
Right, okay. Is it filming, yeah?
Yes, it is, yeah.
For west or easting. With their comb pressed firmly on the scalp, separate the back from the front from going across the top of the head from ear to ear. Section going back from the front hairline on the right and left.
So once you've sectioned front from back, clip your back out the way,
Okay.
Jen.
Yeah.
And give me the nod when you've done that, and I'll press play.
Thank you.
Next. Now, it doesn't matter when you're doing this whether you use all clamps or all pins.
Okay.
In the video, you use a mixture. You don't need to mimic that. You can use
Okay.
which ones you want.
going back from the front hairline on the right and left side, and roller length in width, off centre. Use clips to keep the hair we are not working on
So
out of the way. Then use
off
tissue
centre,
paper
and
so
it's
the
like
clips do not
askew
mark
to
the
the
hair. Let's say
left
that
because
first
you've got
section.
two rollers that side, three in that, so it's got to be, your centre box has got to be off centre that way.
Right, I'm doing it the wrong way then.
Take a
Do it the
horizontal
other way.
section
Okay.
behind the front hairline and lift the hair
So
up
we're going to put
in
3
the
this side.
You've got 3 the side that you're at now,
Right.
and 2 the other.
That's fine, I'll just push that over then. I should get 3 in there. 2 this side. Is that off enough, do you think? Or
Yeah.
should I do a bit more?
Yeah, no, I think that's enough. So once you've got that and you're happy with that, if you just temporarily just clamp that, and then your sides,
Yeah.
you're going to get your tissue
Oh, right, yeah.
and put your, obviously your clip over the tissue. So that's just to get that a bit of air out of the way
Yeah.
whilst you do that. I did put you some on the trolley as well, whether they're under that tissue or not.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I see, yeah. Okay, lovely. Right. So you're just putting that around the hair?
Yeah, so literally fold it over. I've folded it over just and then just clip over the top of it.
That's a good idea.
Just wanting to check as well that you're far enough back.
Okay.
Because you're going
Go
to
back
end
a
up
bit
having
far.
two.
Oh, yeah.
You might be actually 2. I'd probably just see what you think. And just see whether you can find it. I want to just skip to where all the rollers are in it. Bear with me. Because we've got 3. Oh, wait a minute, I'm not
So I've got 2 and then 3.
So you've got. Let's just.
It has 2 sections in the
So
process.
there's 2 on the
for our rollers
top,
on this side. Roller 4 is now
and
Is there
then
only 2 on the top?
no, sorry, 3 on the top.
Yeah.
by using different angles in relation to
I'd
the floor.
probably.
We cannot
It's
stress enough that
a devil in the deep blue sea, because the more you take it back, which will help with this back one, you don't want to make the sides too big because they're only have got to fit a roller
Yeah.
in.
to master the heating roller set
But
first.
I probably would take yours fractionally more
Just go back slightly, yeah, no problem.
Actual position, so the angles we pull the hair in relation to the floor
To
are accurate to the recipe. To firmly secure to the head.
Yeah, just that bit.
As their other hand,
Shall I move the sides back? Oh no, because they're going to be too big, won't they, the sides?
It's got to be in flush line with the
Right,
top one, so
okay.
you'll have to go in on a bit of a.
Okay, that's fine.
That's it. It's just that little slither makes so much difference. So there's a lot of restructuring going. Sorry.
Taking too much now, I think, because
What,
I've got
through?
such a big section this side, depth-wise. Yeah, there's massive restructuring going on at the moment.
What in a view to restructuring what line? Senior managers,
I
line
don't
managers.
know. There's been a big curriculum meeting. I don't know if it'll affect me because I'm in the apprenticeship centre.
Yeah.
Might be something that's actually worthwhile this time. Yeah, I think, well, it's really difficult because the hairdressing department are trying to grow the apprenticeship provision.
Yeah.
And the apprenticeship department don't want to grow it.
Why?
I can see her thinking in that, you know, all the senior manager's on about is balancing the books, and I get that totally. So what she says is, if she's got 50 engineering students with 100% achievement, that's where the money is. If she's got 50 hairdressing apprentices with 50% achievement, so from balancing the books, you can see where it's coming from.
It's sort of.
But as a college, I don't think that's right. But that's what they're employing those kind of managers for. And again, my director, who makes those decisions, she's very good at what she does.
Yeah.
And that's why they've employed her, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So I can see where it's coming from. But actually, providing a service to local employers, we need hairdressing, we need bricklayer, you know, that perhaps haven't got the best.
It's just getting the right apprentices, isn't it? That's the
absolutely.
thing. It's making sure that.
It is.
And it's probably a little bit more difficult to do that with apprentices than full-timers, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard for, I mean, I think apprenticeship's the way to go, but it is hard for them.
Yeah.
But how are we doing? How are we
Real
looking?
spot on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I put a roller in.
Also, as well, if you wanted me to arrange any additional days
Yes.
to come in, you know,
Please.
if you,
I'll look at my
the
diary. before we
beginning
go.
of the week's probably you stand more chance because
Okay.
the end. It's worth you throwing a Wednesday in the equation,
Yeah.
but Thursday, Friday, it don't even bother because I'm
No.
booked up for the whole academic year for that.
Okay. If I try for Wednesdays then.
Yeah, if Wednesday's your best day,
It
give
is.
me a load of, I mean, if any Wednesdays, or just give me a load of Wednesday dates and
Yeah.
I'll tell you when,
Yeah, okay.
which ones are free, and then we could go from there. At least that's, you can then organise, I mean, we'll obviously have to go through Donna, so she knows what we're doing, so we'll CC her into it all.
You could just pass me those things because I've left them
Like,
over.
which ones are you using?
I'll go for the, can I use the camps, can't I?
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have to look at obviously what sets I've
See
got
what
books
you've
and
got,
things, but
and then-
no, that would be ideal.
Just let me know the date sooner rather than later, and then I can get them blocked out.
Yeah, brilliant. Because we've got the meeting with Neil as well, haven't we, on the 25th? Are you coming to that or not?
No, I doubt it because I'm all over the place. I don't get to go to them anymore. I
No.
used to, early days, but now I'm.
They appointed someone another CAD.
Well, they will be doing as
Yes.
soon as all these colleges, the new ones that are signing up.
Yeah, you've got to. haven't you?
Yeah, they will. But to be fair, it's from a management point of view, I have not struggled with it.
No, that's good.
But then we've obviously got the 3 new ones, so that probably should.
But do you go to the ones that have been on board for a long time? You've got Chichester, haven't you?
Yes, their visits will reduce.
Yeah. 'Cause
Purely because, I mean, to be fair, they're coming up to the end of their second year now.
Yeah.
And 3 members of staff have done all 22 already.
So
they're like, you know, and the ones that
each
have,
other, can't they?
yeah, they're very strong. So
Yeah.
they're sort of all right. So yeah, my visits will reduce
Yeah.
at colleges like that. But you know, you still got to show your face enough that, because it's all right saying, well, we can ask questions over email. You'd be surprised when I'm there, just things that crop up,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and they find it useful. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
so yeah, that'll be my next task really. Probably June, to get all the dates for the following academic year in for the colleges. Yeah. They're looking all right. So
They're
that's it.
right.
Starting on the left, you're doing your two upper blue, and then on the right, deep blue.
Take it back.
Slip slapping, I'll play the video.
In a position where we can roll down again. Sit in the roller tightly against the scalp and pin the roller from the back and firmly secure to the head.
Right, the right angle here.
Yeah.
Did she lift hers up or she just pulled them out?
Slightly up, yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. Them to do.
Oh, yeah, you're right, I'm flicking your rollers everywhere.
Right, we'll switch on to one for a bit. Yeah. It's like popping candy. It's like, yeah. Oh, dear.
When I trained, I worked in a salon and didn't do any setting at all.
Really?
And when I used to come to college, I used to find it so difficult. It's still not my...
That's quite unusual given the era that you would have trained then, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was a really trendy salon. It wasn't. We didn't do anything like. We did hair up and stuff.
Yeah.
We did a lot of competition, but we didn't do any sets at all. And 3 this side, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, I really struggle, and still, it's not my best thing now.
Well, it's not going to be, is it? If
No.
it's something you've not really.
When I've had to do it,
focused
obviously,
on.
when I came here and did,
Yeah.
when you teach and everything, but it's definitely not my best. Not my forte, really. I was quite pleased that pony up because I'm not a big long hair fan either.
No.
I like my cutting and my colouring.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed
They're
that.
my favourite.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's nice when you do something and you think, oh, actually, I can do this. I shy away from it, but I can do
Yeah.
it. Oh, that section's too wide. I'm getting baggy there. That's not good.
Probably, yeah. Just do it again. I wouldn't take too much out of it because you only got
Gonna
2 in this
struggle
one.
there.
Remember.
Yeah.
So it's going to be. Just give it a wiggle on the way
Yeah.
down.
Drag it over a bit as well.
Yeah.
I'll clamp it quick.
I was going to say, once your clamps on, you won't not see it.
Good to we don't get the sound on this, isn't it? So I say to students sometimes, get that net on quick.
Yeah. Oh. And this little lady sat under the dryer, and it's only the net that's holding the thing.
Yeah.
All the pins coming out, and especially when they've got quite fine hair and it's on the power of the dryer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
It's it's really funny because the salon that I trained at, I did apprenticeship, then I stayed there for like 5 years until I was senior stylist. And when I left, I took a lot, like you do, don't you?
Yeah,
Take a
yeah,
lot
you
of
do.
clients. And didn't leave on bad terms, but I didn't leave on the best terms. And now they're one of our satellite salons.
Oh, are they?
So I'm their IQA. And luckily they were absolutely fine. There was not, you know, it's been a long sort of time. And everything. And actually they're really lovely. They're really not pleased to see me. I think they're quite pleased to see a friendly face.
Yeah, well, better the devil you know than the one you don't, isn't it?
But I do say that to students sometimes, like when I'm doing the reviews and stuff, like never burn your bridges because you never know where life's going to take you.
No, that's right.
And I never expected that I would end up going back in there. Right, so what colours is there?
Oh, red. Two red.
This comb lifted with the hair up to 1 o'clock in relation to achieve
What I'll do
angles
is
in relation
I'll
to the
stay
floor.
over here and
We cannot sit right on top of the section you have taken. Lift those to the left and in line with the underneath section of the top left side roller. Please check your recipe books for clarity on all the roller sections. Lift the hair to 12 o'clock in relation to the floor, ends in neatly and cleanly. Rotate the roller down with the same hand movement on either side with even tension on either side and clamp securely and make the roller and hair look clean and tight to the head. It's imperative that the set looks neat at the finish when the rollers are all in the hair. If the set looks sloppy, the result will be sloppy. The more impressive the set looks at the end, the more impressive the final result will be. Did you see that cheeky pin drop with the towel comb? This is an amazing sectioning method as we work through our
What's that
brickwork
pin
pattern
drop?
for
What's
the
that
back.
about there?
literally where you put
The
your towel
real
comb
art
in and
of
do
hair
that.
Oh,
You're doing it
alright.
naturally.
Yeah.
Being able to create exactly the same result time and time again. That's when you
Sounds
know
like something
This
very
made me
fancy.
maybe that's a pin drop.
Something I don't know about.
what starts to be creative. We call
So we're on
this
red still?
standardised
Yeah.
Sorry.
creativity.
Yeah, we are red.
The amount of times
So
early
middle
light
and
when
then
you're
the
opening
right
someone's hair
and then
without
the
a clear
left.
recipe
Okay.
method.
Although to be fair,
I'm starting
that
to get lost
on the
along
marking
way,
sheet
trying
they don't actually
to hide my
reference to
panic
that.
on the
To be
inside,
fair.
Okay.
but failing miserably by the sweating that was happening on the outside. I would get somewhere in the end, but I would arrive late, stressed, and not happy. I would watch the client leave the salon, disappointed with the result, convinced my client would never return. And would you believe, lo and behold, my client sometimes would skip through the salon door 6 weeks later and ask for exactly the same thing. Sounds like a result, right? But I hadn't a clue what I'd done before, and the journey from hell would start all over again. The moral of this story, the recipe is our sat-nav.
Like hot potatoes.
back to your brickwork pattern.
Yeah.
And we're doing.
When we have mastered the journey,
Just basic brick,
we
isn't it?
have
So,
the knowledge
yeah, basic brick.
on
So
many
you,
other journeys.
yeah, you're doing
Stress-free,
blue,
arriving on schedule,
the
making
first two,
everybody
and then it's
happy
white,
every time.
one
Okay.
either
There's
side.
that pin drop again, is where you place the tip of the tail cone on the top of the section, then drop it vertically down to the width of the roller, and then go across. We lift the rest of the rollers to 2 o'clock in relation to the floor, and we continue with exactly the same method, concentrating on getting them ends in clean with our tail cone and fingers, winding the roller down a few times with our fingers pressed on the hair at tension till you feel it's tight and secure. Then roll the rest of the way down with your fingers on the end of the roller, winding down in 180-degree motions with even pressure on either side of the roller, which will guarantee the hair sits on the roller and the roller sits on the head tightly and cleanly. Please note we always keep the head in a natural position so the angles we pull the hair in relation to the floor are accurate to the recipe. We know there seems a lot of things to check and concentrate on at the beginning. However, focusing on these steps is no different to the amount of steps to check when driving a car. There's clutch, gears, mirrors, pedals, indicators, brakes, etc. They all become fundamental.
That's it. So either side now is white.
Right. Okay. Thank you. What I'll do while this is calling, I'll just pop and see the apprentices if that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's
Just
ideal.
do it won't
use of
take me
time.
long to do this off the briefing, and then I'll be back.
When are they in? You don't know, do
We
you?
don't know, no, just waiting. But we've been on sort of ready for it since September.
Yeah, and the longer
So-
it gets towards the end of the academic year, the harder it is, I think.
Oh,
because
definitely. There's not
it's
so
not
much to
enough to
say.
no, that's
No.
right.
And I just think, you know, I do the best job I possibly can all the time.
Yeah.
So just bring it on, really.
Yeah.
My paperwork's always in order.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, I couldn't do my job.
No, that's right.
I suppose it's different maybe if you're actually in college, maybe you can sort of think, oh, I'll catch up with that later, I'll catch up with it later. But for us out in the workplace, you've got to be on it. You've got to be on top of it all the time.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me. I've had loads of inspectors out with me in the past, so it doesn't bother me at all. Just rather get it over and done with.
As we work down to the nape, our rollers are getting smaller and smaller. This is because we want the underneath to support the top by being tighter and stronger.
Like you say, as more and more finish, there's less and less to see, isn't
Yeah,
there?
that's right.
That's
Yeah.
why we have work
Because we're not roll on, roll off.
So we disguise any of the sectioning we have taken when the look is
Really,
finished.
they're kind of
So the hair will melt
And even the
together,
full
looking
timers,
together.
it's getting this sort of stage now where you've got 1 or 2's complete,
Yeah.
so your class sizes are sort of shrinking down.
Absolutely.
Section and these sections as you work throughout any
I think the best time is at the very beginning.
I think so.
You know,
yeah.
when they're fresh to it, they don't, you know, they're not sort of settled too much into college life.
Definitely.
You know, that's the best
Still a
possible
bit
time.
nervous, so they're well behaved.
Exactly, yeah. Do you know what I would really like to see? And that's something, I suppose I could have asked for that a long time ago, but it's only just occurred to me. To see like a forecast of when colleges have got outstanding,
Yes.
what times of year is there a trend on that? Yeah, it'd be nice to see that, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, that's such a good
The
point.
angle that will allow the roller to sit on base again.
Oh, that's right.
So you've got your need now. You need.
Don't I know?
No, you don't need. Still 3.
Right.
Yeah, but just makes you've only got this row of white and then a row of the yellow.
Right.
So you might need to go a bit deeper with your sections that you're taking on that one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I do.
Just to
Yeah, I do, definitely. They're not deep enough.
When the rollers are all in, it's then very important we wait for the rollers to cool down. This is essential to the setting process, as the rollers need to go from hot to cold for a third set that will last and last. So a little bit of hairspray, and only when the hair is cooled down completely do we remove the rollers. Your rollers sit right on top of the section. Lift the hair straight up. Use the tail of your comb, making sure to get the ends in. Secure the roller with a clamp and spray up with a set that looks the shape through from root to tips, which will give us another look.
Bottom, is it 3?
Yeah. Well, it would, wouldn't it? It'd have got a few more under her. Well, she's not done any videoing yet, has
I
she?
think she's done one, but on a GoPro.
Right.
I don't know if she's actually uploaded.
No,
it
she's
yet.
not. No, that's what made me think she'd not done any. Which one did she do? No. Perfect. So just give her a 360, just give her a swizzle, and then we'll... Wunderbar.
Gosh, it's not the best.